Imagine working with a nonprofit and getting about 3,000 text messages a day. That's what happens over at the Crisis Text Line. They're a group of volunteers that get text messages every day from a range of people across the United States. The Crisis Text Line is a powerful resource for anybody that is lacking the traditional ways of mental health support, whether that be you don't know where to go, you don't know where to start, you don't have transportation, or you lack the funding to be able to go do it, because we all know healthcare in America is not the best. This is Nancy Lublin and Bob Philbin. They're the creators of the Crisis Text Line that was started and funded in 2011, but came fully evolved and ready to go in 2013. They did a bunch of different fundraisers and support and raised over $9 million to be able to make this a thing. This was all started with a vision to help people in need, help people in crisis. It happened when one of Nancy's employees was working for DoSomething.org. It was a website that helped create youth doing campaigns online to start volunteer campaigns. Stephanie was sending out text messages saying, hey, this is how you can do this, so on and so on. When they got she got a text back saying, he won't stop raping me. And then a little bit later, it was are you there? That's when Nancy, Bob, and Stephanie knew they had to do something. In an article titled, Are You There?, the writers state each day, on average, the Crisis Text Line helps at least one active texter who has thoughts of immediate danger or suicide. This chart behind me, it breaks up the top 10 ways of death throughout the United States for a multitude of ages, going from zero, from birth to over 65. It breaks them down from SIDS, homicide, cancer, car wrecks, suicide, and other medical reasons. It's a range. And then all these ones highlighted are all the ways by suicide and different means of it. There's all throughout, from age 5 to 9 to age 65. It's in the top 10 for every single group, besides the under one. Every 40 seconds, somebody dies from suicide in the United States and has a successful attempt. To today, the Crisis Text Line has exchanged over 100 million text messages. The Crisis Text Line isn't only meant to help with suicide, even though that is a big part of what it is for. It helps with school issues, bullying, problems with your homework, sexual abuse, mental health issues, grief, and so much more. If you go to the Crisis Text Line website or DoSomething.org, it'll bring you up to a page. It'll give you the breakdowns of a whole bunch of things, but you can click on a little link and it will tell you the top 30 reasons that people text the text line. And you can click one and it'll pop up a text message like this one. It says, help, something happened last night. I kept saying stop. I did not like this. And then it'll give you a collage of the words that the top 30 words used throughout that subcategory. According to the Urban Institute, the Crisis Text Board founder and CEO Nancy Lublin was fired in June of 2020 after multiple of her staff wrote letters anonymously to news outlets and articles and everything else stating that Nancy was extremely racist. She did not care about her staff and she had inappropriate conduct. Apparently, her ex-staff member said she used favoritism and overworked her staff for the sake of the business. Even during COVID, when everybody was suffering, whether mentally, physically, something happened, you're sick, all the above, she was still expecting these people to work day in and day out and not have any breaks. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I know COVID was a hard time and it was a hard time for everybody. She also was quote unquote fat shaming and making racist comments to a black female that worked for her, stating that she could have a PhD in chicken wings and also offering her whole list of employees Weight Watchers because she said too many people that worked for her were fat. During meetings, she apparently would yell and bang on tables, make rude remarks to people, and just belittle everybody. The board of directors for the crisis text line, they said enough was enough and they fired her, because how can you be about something so positive and able to change things and then do this to your employees? It just doesn't make sense. Whether or not she did the things that she said, that they said, she still did a great thing with the crisis text line. It's the only actual full text line in the United States for crisis intervention. The line has received text messages from all 295 area codes here in the United States. If you take anything from this, let it be 741-741. That's the text number to text the crisis text line if you ever need to speak with somebody and feel like there isn't nobody there. Or you can call 988 for the National Suicide Hotline. That replaced that long 1-800 number that everybody was so common with. 988. Thank you.